Hey, good day, everybody. It's Myers Jackson, and I'm in here with Newey, auctioneer, Brian Davis. This is a segment of Real Property, Real Auctioneers. Now, we're real auctioneers, David. I was fixing to
You
call
can call
you.
me David. That's my
I know.
first name. You
Well,
can go with that. So yeah,
you
it's
know what?
all
I
it's
was
all
thinking
good.
about that license. Right, so, anyhow,
You gonna bring that up, aren't you, Myers?
Brian is going to, you have your associate auctioneer license back here pretty soon.
Hey,
Right?
I can't wait.
You know what? Newey, what is your number?
Wow. Okay.
18532 is Newey's auction number.
Hey.
She is an official auctioneer. So now you know how you
Right,
practice.
Newey.
Yes.
You know how you practice as an associate auctioneer is you get into
Practice
this.
like this every day.
Every day we're in the business. Every day that we're doing something. So Brian, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are and what you've been doing for the past, 35 years.
35 years, a long time. Brian Davis. I started in real estate, back in 1989, I guess, and got my license. Went to work at a real estate office. My family happened to be in real estate. We didn't own an office at that time, but about 1991, we bought an office, Remax franchise. I was co-owner with that, and we brought that up, and every year we hit about $100 million, $80 million worth of sales in there, and did pretty well. And then we sold that about 2010, I guess. Market started tanking at about 07, 08, but we said, hey, we've had enough fun in this. Let's get out for a little bit. So went to some other things, and I met Myers actually almost 2 years ago. I guess it'll be 2 years this December. I happened to have a listing nice listing. It was about 2.7, 2.8 million, and he just happened to be in a neighborhood that I could not comp it, and I was like, God, what am I going to do here? And I just remembered I'd gotten a call a few years earlier, or about a year earlier, from Myers on another listing. Said, hey, I'm an auctioneer. What about auctioning your property? And I was like, hey, no, and I'll call you later. And all of a sudden it hit me, Myers is an auctioneer. Maybe this is the property for the auction. So called you up, said, Myers, remember me? Yeah, I remember you. Hey, I got this property. We got together, we went down there, he talked to him, proposed them, said, hey, let's see what we can do here, because the auctions are going to tell you what the market is. Sometimes we don't know what the market is. Me as an agent, I'm pretty good at pricing. I just really am. Even my mom, who was my broker for years, said, hey, you're really good at pricing stuff. So I would do the comps, look at it, and I couldn't price this house. I couldn't even get close. And beautiful home, great appointments. You remember that closet?
Man, yeah.
How many shoes did they have in there, Myers?
The shoes in the closet.
Oh my gosh! And then in the
Close
back,
your ears, Newey. Do like this, because every girl, every lady right near needs to do like this and close their ears, because listen, you know what? They would die for this closet. I bet that there was 100 pairs of shoes,
at least,
all neat, stacked, all in their little boxes.
I wish I could have done that.
Yeah, and what I really liked in the back, there was a safe room. And had all kinds of guns and cool stuff back there, and it was a good size. And I was like, wow, I really like this. But anyway, back to the house. We put that on the market. Myers put that on the market. I was an agent at another office, and that's a good thing right now. If you're an agent at another office, hey, you can use our services, right?
You know what? This is a perfect segue into that, because, just when every day we talk to real estate agents. You know what? I got hung up on one yesterday, was like, stop, 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 stop. But you know what? That happened last year too, but all of a sudden in between, the same agent is asking for information.
Right.
So it gets down to, do you want us to stop the information, or do you want us to give the information? Because this is what we do very, very well.
Right.
And, hey, I want to give a shout out right now to Dan, our producer. And he's gonna put something up on the board. I just want you to see the terms and conditions of sale.
That's important.
Okay, just pop those up there, Dan. And you know what? This is what auctioneers do.
Okay.
We were taught how to do terms and conditions of sale. Take a look. All you got to do is get on the website, browse through these documents. So if you want this, so you know what? That's the easiest thing that we can do is let people be informed.
That's right.
Let people
That's right.
be informed. Well, we're going to talk about
that's
that.
what I like about this process, Myers, is it's transparent. Totally transparent.
Very, very transparent. So we're gonna talk about auction processes and procedures in one of the next segments. But I want to go to and I want to introduce our ninja this morning, all dressed in black. Hey, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Ninja Nui.
Nui the ninja.
Nui
Now,
the ninja.
This is Nui Auctioneer now. So Nui, I just want you to walk through the process about. I believe that you got a little background in a specific type of dancing. Introduce yourself to everybody. Let them know what you've done in your past life.
Oh,
What
okay.
are you what are you doing now? How did you transition?
Oh wow. Since I was young, I was always like a dancer. It comes natural, and people just saw that talent in me, and they just put me as a performer for different occasions like Father's Day, Mother's Day, Children's Day back in Thailand. In school, I would be one of the main performers of those holidays, and I would do Thai dance most of the time. We would be practicing every morning, every evening. I miss the morning national anthem and the ceremony just to be practicing. And I think that built my discipline in me because you would still have to study and follow up with school and classes. It was difficult because you have to manage time that you would go practicing while friends are studying in classes. So I would miss some classes. And so it's a lot of responsibilities. But I love it. I didn't know if I wanted to be a Thai dancer in the future, but I just had a chance to be a performer in different occasions throughout my whole life until I was in sophomore. I went work and travel program, and I had a chance to come to the U.S.
Okay.
It was a 3-month program. I came here in Garland, Texas.
Garland, Texas.
Work at Genghis Grill at the back of the line, preparing all the vegetables and meat, and
Okay.
yeah.
I like Genghis Grill. So,
You do?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I had no idea about it, but I came with my friends, and we met 2 other friends from different university, and we made friends. I got to meet a lot of native speakers and also Hispanic. So I picked up some Spanish. I learned more about the American culture.
Okay.
I went back to Thailand and finished my bachelor's degree in arts, majoring in drama and minor in English, because I love English. I was always interested. But Thailand, we kind of limited in English speaking. And so I try to immerse myself into the situation or English camp or anywhere I can to improve my English speaking skills. And then that's why it brought me back to the US back in 2015 after I graduated to study ESOL, English of Speakers of Other Languages.
Okay.
And I decided I wanted to move here. And then I've moved here. I started my career as an English teacher.
So you're an English
Yes,
teacher.
unbelievable.
So explain to everyone, who are your students?
Wow. They are from all over the world, actually. I had a chance back in Thailand to teach Thai people English. But the age ranged from 3 years old to 60, 70 years old. Back in the US, I mostly taught online. I work for a Spanish company or Chinese company, and students are like Chinese, Taiwanese, South Korean,
So from all
over.
the place.
Yeah, and it's interesting because English was not my native language, but I was really proud to be able to instruct English to people from all over the world.
And you know what's funny about this, Brian, is now she runs into an old country boy and she's correcting me on my English.
Correcting your English.
She is correcting my
Yeah.
English like all the time.
Right.
Yeah, watch what you say. Watch what you
Well,
say. So, yeah.
I feel proud and feel I just feel honored, because sometimes we speak English and we don't know how it's spelled, or we don't know where the comma or period is, the symbols and all that. But to study in English minor or major, I think it improves your writing skills, your a lot of skills that are necessary in formal ways. I'm not perfect. I have a lot to learn still, but I think that helped me a lot, and I am able to use that skills to help with documents and improve all the grammar and proofreading. And so
She's a
I'm
great,
honored.
great proofreader, and I'm a great misspeller. So this has been working out really, really good.
That's a good team right there.
So so fast forward. So how did you learn? How did you learn about the auction business?
I didn't know anything at the beginning, but I worked at the restaurant industry, and that's where I met you.
So what restaurant did you? What is one of my favorite restaurants?
Every Sunday morning at Two Thai in Carrollton, he would always order boat noodle beef, spicy level 3, no cilantro, no onions, and mu ping, which is a pork skewers, no cilantro, with an iced tea and a side of sweetener on the side.
That's the best
His-
Thai food ever.
So are you going to tell them? Are you going to really tell them about how you and I really got into a conversation?
Yes.
So go ahead and say that.
I mean,
all right.
well,
This is how she learned about me.
Yeah. He's unique. You can see that he's different. The way he walks, the way he talks, the way he dresses, he looks different. He stands out from the crowd. But and we know what he would regular orders. So we remember him every time he comes, and he's generous. I think that's important. So all of us recognize, and we try to give him the best service. And one day it happened that one of us forgot to put no cilantro or no onions, and that made him so unhappy. I could see from his face, his eye, they were all getting red, and
Now the devil comes out.
I know that it's like because he's always been generous. He's always been nice to us, even though we barely talk because he would be busy talking on the phone all the time with the freelancer, whatever he does. We had no idea, but I feel like this shouldn't be happening because he's been here forever. And we shouldn't make that mistake. I know we're always busy, but since that, I try to.
Well, let me say this. What she's trying to be very nice about is I took the cilantro and the onions out of my soup and not so genteelly placed them on the table. No. I didn't throw them at the chef, but I did. I put them out on the table, and Peter and Nui and everybody was like, "Oh!" Mm-hmm. But anyhow. Y'all, listen. That was such a great service, and I do like eating around there. And so you and I got to talking, right?
Yeah. So after that, I just wanted to try to be nice and make sure that he would come back, and it's our job to do that.
Service.
Yeah.
Great customer service.
So,
2 minutes, and this is going to be the end of the segment right here. So, what happened next? Just what happened next for you to make this transition?
After the conversation with him, I know that I want to be more. I always passionate to grow and to be more. So I asked if I could work with him, if I could work for him, because I want to learn more about his business, and that's how I became in auction business. And
So you
yeah.
absolutely knew zero about the
No,
auction business.
yeah.
Was it more about wanting to expand yourself, to open up your
Yeah.
mind, your ideas, to be more fruitful in your endeavors? Let's just
Yeah.
say, and that was a personal decision that you made. You
Mm-hmm.
know what? I'm glad that you made this, Nui. I'm glad that you're here today. Hey, Brian, I'm glad that you're here today with us
Hey, I'm
because
glad
you
to
know
be
what?
here.
We got a brand new auctioneer. Now you're going to be a new auctioneer, but you're
I'm coming
very
on.
very experienced real estate agent. And it's
But I
like,
needed to open my mind and have something new too, and that's why I'm over here.
and you know
Yeah, so
that's
yeah.
what's so great about this business. And you said this a while ago. Other agents that come in, and I talk to other agents, and some agents are like, well, you know what, we just maybe don't understand what you do. This
Right.
is the reason why that we're doing this part is to say, you know what, I'm telling you what, the auction business is built with some great minds,
Oh.
great people with businesses all over the place.
Right.
So you know what, this is time, and you know I think we just done the interview. But this is what we want to do at this time. I'm going to interview both of these individuals, some pretty short answers because you know what? I want people to understand what we really do here.
Okay.
Okay.